I'm also really confused. Now, there might be an easy answer to this, but you speak about Hobson, so I think straight away of the Don Brashes of this world and the Hobson Pledge. And I think about, David Seymour and these people who are all saying, Māori absolutely ceded sovereignty. Yet from what you're saying is that for the past 10 years, it's been known by everybody and it's been clear to everybody that they did not cede sovereignty. How does that work itself out? Like in public discourse, like how New Zealand's actually going to operate from here going forward?
That's a very complicated answer, only because, it's simple to us. If I give you a Ngāpuhi view of the world, that might be a little bit more straightforward. But the fact of the matter is that if we took a strictly English language version of the treaty, interpretation to the treaty and application of the treaty, then we are looking down the barrel of absolute undisturbed possession of all resources are to be retained by Māori, unless we have willingly given that up, which means we control all of the water, we control all of the land, all of the resources that we would not willingly give up, it remains in Māori control. And some of those resources obviously have long been in the possession of non-Māori in the country, but some resources like the water are not. And so if you want to take the position that co-governance is a Pakeha compromise, you should really be looking at it from the other end of the spectrum, which is actually that's Māori compromising to co-govern a resource that we never agreed to give up in relation to the water. So that's a much more, opposite end of the spectrum than most of us would really be prepared to take it, because what we are hoping to build in this little nation of ours is an environment in which, all people, no matter who you are, where you're from, have the ability to be part of the system in a really meaningful way. So that's where those two, co-governance is one word for it, but where the two spheres of influence overlap. All right, so that overlaps in so many realms across so many ways now in 2023, and will continue to overlap in so many ways in the future. We are committed as Ngāpuhi and as descendants of those original signatories and to the vision that they held in 1840 to a strategic partnership and alliance here. We are committed to that relationship, and we're not going anywhere. We'll still be here in 180 years, and we'll still be here in 800 years, and the treaty partner will come and go, probably on a 3-year cycle if we're lucky. This treaty partner will be out in 3 years, so will the people in terms of immigration and the sort of ebb and flow of the wider people of Aotearoa. So but to go back to your question, what does it mean? Well, for us, it means that we get the ability to make the calls for ourselves. The Māori Health Authority was an attempt to basically provide Māori with the necessary resources and infrastructure to deliver on Māori health in the way that we saw fit, because we honestly and truly believe, and the research shows that by Māori for Māori is a much more effective approach. And so we will hold on to the fact that not only did we not cede sovereignty and continue to push that in terms of a constitutional discussion around the way in which decisions get made in this country, and the way in which the power continues to be unbalanced, and how do we rebalance that relationship so that there isn't this constant imbalance and interfering with our ability to get on with doing the best we can for our people.